Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this special wreath laying ceremony. I'm Captain Powers with the Richmond Police Training Academy, and we're glad everybody can be here. In this season of Thanksgiving, we're here to give thanks to the community that these men will always be remembered by. Please stand for the posting of colors, please, if those are able. Thank you. Please be seated, if you would. We'd now like to hear and invite Mayor Jones forward for a few comments as he'd like to.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a delight to be here today, and so fitting during this Thanksgiving season to be able to come and to point attention and renew our efforts and our support for the meaning of this memorial. It is a fitting thing for us to be here today during the Thanksgiving holiday to give thanks for those who allow us to live our lives in peace. Oftentimes we fail to remember, and sometimes we take for granted the fact that there are those who put themselves in harm's way in order that we might be able to enjoy the freedoms and the peace that we do. And this is an opportunity for us to come today and to say that we have not forgotten and we will never forget those who give their lives in service, who make the ultimate sacrifice. Not only those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, but those who serve us every day of the year, even on holidays. And so I want to express my deep appreciation to Glenwood Burley. Let's give him a round of applause and his committee. You know, there are always citizens who become that squeaky wheel, a squeak in the wheel that make things happen, that get things done. And Glenwood Burley is one of those persons, and I want to thank all of the members of his committee who are working to make sure that this memorial continues to be a symbol of what we stand for in the city of Richmond. It certainly looks a whole lot better today than it did some time ago. Am I right about that? And so we're very happy to be here today. And we can't take our liberty for granted because we're living in turbulent times. And even though we've had no credible threats in the city of Richmond at this time, the fact of the matter is that we must remain vigilant and we must remain on the job. And so I'm very happy today to be a part of this ceremony as we lay this wreath to remember those who have laid down their lives that we might continue to be safe in the city of Richmond. Thank you very much.
I would now invite Chief Durham to come forward and offer some remarks.
Good morning, everyone. This year, there have been 113 officers killed in the line of duty. These were officers who were dedicated to a calling of a simple mission, making the streets and communities in which they served safer. When a police officer is killed in the line of duty, it's not only that agency that loses an officer, but its entire community and a nation. Members of the Richmond Police Department are often reminded of those inherent dangers and risks that are associated with being a protector and guardian of the residents and visitors of this great city. Just last week, one of our officers was fired upon, sustaining a gunshot wound. Thankfully, he only received a minor wound that was not life-threatening. This year, we had two other members of our department who was shot while performing their duties, Officer William Turner and Officer Ryan Bailey. Today, both officers are back on the job, doing what they enjoy doing, serving the community. As we assemble here this morning, what better time than Thanksgiving to pause and recognize the amazing acts of heroism of the 28 members of the Richmond Police Department for their bravery and selfless acts in the defense of others while making the ultimate sacrifice. As we lay the wreath this morning, let us not forget them, their service and their sacrifice to their families, their department, and their community. Let us also not forget their families. Let's keep them in their prayers and let them know that we're always here for them. To Glenwood Burley, I extend a sincere thank you. A thank you for bringing to the attention the plight of this memorial. Your commitment and motivation has not gone unnoticed, and everyone out in the Metro Richmond region knows what this memorial stands for. So again, I say thank you, and thanks to everyone who attended this morning.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. Burley himself. Mr. Burley, if you'd like to offer a few remarks.
To each and all, my heartfelt thanks for your presence here this morning. This spring, Police Chief Durham came here and placed roses at this granite base. What we witnessed that day cut to our hearts. We stood here and formed a bond that this memorial would never stand in vain again. That was a new day. Since then, every day has been a new day. New for cleaning up the park, new for cleaning and waxing our statue, for embracing our survivors' families. A new day of awareness, for renewed honor, and yes, a day of acceptance and forgiveness for our neglect. There are many of you here today who've been a part of bringing the beauty and the sunshine to this masterpiece. And then there is today, this moment, a moment to remember and honor. Thank you, Mayor Jones. Thank you, Chief Durham. And thank the members of city government. And thank you for being here and supporting the honor of this moment. This is truly a blessed and milestone moment. I ask that we make this ceremony a tradition and create another bond, a bond with our children, with the public, to come and renew our awareness, to give acknowledgement and thanks for all of our officers who serve you and for all who have served you and for all who have sacrificed their lives serving you. For they are our Richmond's finest.
Thank you, Mr. Burley. I now invite the Chief and the Mayor to lay a wreath recommemorating this memorial. we thank everybody joined here today for their presence, their commitment, and I ask that all of you in serving now be safe. Happy Thanksgiving.